4.34 in the perusal. And so it's pretty similar to 4.31, but it's a little bit different because now we're going to add a little bit more variables in this. So what we did for 4.31 is we took the gradient of the equation, which is what we need to do still. Gradient of f, and this will equal, so equal, this will be 3x squared minus 3. And this will be 2y minus 4. Cool, and with that, so we're going to want to make sure to find the critical points of f by making it equal to a 0 matrix. So we're going to make this equal to 0, 0. So now we're going to separate these. So 3x squared minus 3 equals 0. And we're also going to make this 2y. 2y minus 4. We'll make that equal to 0 as well. So for this, let's solve this. Let's factor out a 3. This will be 3x squared minus 1 equals 0. As you can see that, x would equal to either positive 1 or negative 1. And so for this, I'm going to make that 2y equals 4. Y will be equal to 2. All right, cool. So we just did we just found the x's and the y's. But these aren't the critical points. The critical points are those joined together. So the critical points, what those are, it's going to be the x values of the y. So it's going to be 1, 2. And the other one is going to be negative 1, 2. Because there's only y, they have to share the y's. Cool, so these are the critical points. And then now, to solve for number 2, we need to remember to keep that gradient there. So 3x squared minus 3. Let's see. 3x squared minus 3. And then it's 2y minus 4. 2y minus 4. Alright, cool. And that's going to be the gradient. So what we're going to want to do, let me bring this here. So now we've got to do the matrix kind of like we did in 4.31. So the matrix, do this. So now for the x side, or this side right here, I'm going to do the derivative in respect to x. So this will be 6x. And there's no y, so it's going to be 0. And then on this side, we're going to want to do 0, because in respect to x, but there's none. And there's a y there, so we're going to make it 2. So this is the matrix that we're doing. But you see how there's an x right here. So that means we've got to take advantage of the points that we have right here. So negative 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. Let's write those numbers down. So negative 1, 2, and 1, 2. These are the 2 points that we need. So now we've got to do completely different matrices, but with similar numbers. So for the first one, let's just use the x value right here of negative 1. It's going to be 6 times negative 1. Negative 1. I'm going to make this 0, and then 0, and 2. Because there's nothing to change them. And then, now we can solve for this one. So let's do the lambda thing, kind of like we did in 4.31. So it's going to be negative 6. Ooh. Negative 6 minus lambda. We're going to do that times 2 minus lambda. And that times minus 0. So because 0 times 0. So we can just make that equal to 0. But that's the nice thing. We don't have to factor it out and everything or FOIL it. So this will just be lambda equals negative 6 and 2. Cool. Now let's do the other matrix. So this one. So now we're going to put the 1 instead of a negative 1. So 1 times 6. If you don't know it, 6 times 1 equals 6. So keep it like that. And then 0, 2, 0. Oh, and once you know, we're doing the exact same thing. 6 minus theta. Ah, it's for the Greek letters again. They're killing me. Lambda. 6 minus lambda. And then 2 minus lambda. We'll make those equal to 0. And fun fact, lambda right here. So these are the eigenvalues. These will equal to 6 and 2. All right, cool. So label each critical point a local maximum, minimum, saddle, and the value of f. So if you remember from what Brother Woodruff gave us, the nice little faces. So they're both positive, they're going to be minimum. So you look at that. See, they're both positive. So they're going to be minimum. But this one's a negative and a positive. And if we see this one, it's going to be a saddle. So saddle. There we go. And set the value of f at the critical point. So yeah, these will just be the points right here. So negative 1, boom. I'll go right there. And this. Cool. But to solve for f, I'll let you guys do this on your own. All you really got to do is you got to put these numbers just in the equation. Because we got x here, we got y here. And yeah, so that's how you do it. Good luck.